have to understand first two terms, downstream and upstream. Okay, now suppose this is a river and this is the direction of its current, river current. Okay, now it is very easy for a boat to travel downstream. Okay, downstream means with the current. Okay, and upstream means this way. Okay, means against the current. Okay, so where will be the speed more? The speed will be more, of course, when the boat is going downstream. It is going with the current. Okay, now Pratik travels by boat 36 kilometers downstream and back in 8 hours. Okay, if the speed of the boat in still water is 12 km per hour, find the speed of the water current. See now. What we have to find, we will take it as x. So let the speed of water current be x kilometer per hour. Okay, so here x is less than 12. Okay, the speed of boat in still water is 12 kilometer per hour. So the speed of boat downstream means in still water means it is going downstream. Okay, equals to 12 plus x kilometer per hour. Okay, as it will be the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the water current, both. Okay, so and speed of boat upstream it will be 12 minus x kilometer per hour. Why? Because this is the speed of the boat in still water minus it has to go against the water current, so 12 minus x kilometer per hour. So according to given condition, this is the total distance traveled, 36 upon 12 plus x plus 36 upon 12 minus x equals to 8. Now what I am doing here is it takes 8 hours. Okay, so time is equal to distance upon speed. Okay, total distance traveled is 36 kilometers and in 8 hours the boat goes downstream and comes back. Comes back means upstream, both. So you know this formula, T is equal to D by S. Okay, time is equal to distance upon speed. So further it is very easy. How will we do this? If I take this is 36 bracket 12 minus x. Okay, here let me take this as common first. So I'll take 1 upon 12 plus x plus 1 upon 12 minus x equals to 8. Okay, so 36, here this gets cross multiplied, so 12 minus x plus 12 plus x upon this will be 12 plus x bracket 12 minus x. Okay, equals to 8. Now if you see this 36, I am multiplying this bracket 12 minus x plus 12 plus x, and here 8 will be multiplied by this bracket because this is how we will cross multiply. So it is 12 plus x bracket 12 minus x. Okay, so if you see this, minus x plus x will get cancelled, this will become 24. Okay, and 8 bracket, this is a plus b, a minus b, so a square minus b square. Okay, what is 36 into 24? 36 into 24 is 4 6 are 24, 4 6 are 12 plus 2 14, 2 6 are 12, 2 6 plus 1 7, 4 6 8, 864 is equal to 8 bracket 144 minus x square. Okay, so this 8 will come here, it will get divided. Okay, so 144 minus x square remains. Okay, so 8 ones are 8 zeros are 8 eights are. Division you can carry out, 144 minus x square. Okay, so we get x square is equal to, x square I'll bring here, it will become positive 144 minus 108. So x square is equal to how much? It is 36. So x is equal to plus or minus 6. Okay, so you can see speed cannot be negative, therefore x is equal to minus 6 is unacceptable, as speed cannot be negative. Therefore the speed of water current is 6 km per hour. Okay, easy one, but you do it on your own, then it will be far more easier than it looks. Okay, 8th one says that pin 2 takes 6 days more to complete a certain work than Nishu. Together they finish the work in 4 days. How many days would each take to complete the work if they work alone? Okay, so now pin 2 takes 6 days more, so you can see this. I'll take, let Nishu take x days to complete the work. Okay, therefore pin 2 takes x plus 6 days to complete same work. Okay, now in one day, whenever we have the word problem on men and work, okay, we have to carry out this. This is an example of inverse variation. So in one day Nishu completes 1 upon x part of work. Okay, this I think so everyone will understand, 1 upon x part of work. So pin 2 does 1 upon x plus 6 part of work. Okay, so number of days upon total work will be divided. In one day they will complete this much part of work. I hope so. This portion, this part is clear to you, how we have taken 1 upon x and 1 upon x plus 6, how it goes in one day. Okay, we don't know how many days he has taken to complete the work. Okay, so we have taken, let him take x days. Okay, so in one day he will complete 1 upon x part of that work. Okay, we have to divide it. Very simple. Now what is the condition given? the condition given is how many days would each together they finish the work in 4 days. Okay, so I'll first write in one day together they do 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 6 part of work. Okay, so let us solve this. 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 6 is equal to, I'll cross multiply x plus 6 plus x upon, this will be straight multiplied x bracket x plus 6. Okay, now this will become 2x plus 6. Okay, and this will become x square plus 6x. Okay, so they do this much part of work together in one day. Okay, now from the given condition, according to the given condition, together they do the work in 4 days. Okay, so how will we do that? Very simple. Very simple. Together they do the work in 4 days. So this they do in one day. So I'll reverse it. X square plus 6x upon 2x plus 6 equals to 4. Okay, very simple. So this will become x square plus 6x equals to 4 times 2x plus 6, cross multiplication. Okay, so x square plus 6x equals to 4 2s are 8x plus 4 6s are 24. Okay, now x square plus 6x is equal to 8x plus 24. Okay, now x square plus 6x minus 8x minus 24 equals to 0. So this becomes x square minus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Okay, very simple. What will be the factors of 24 such that the difference is 2? Very simple. X minus 6 and x plus 4 will give me minus 24 and addition will give me minus 2. So x is equal to 6 or x is equal to minus 4. Okay, so number of days cannot be negative. So Nishu takes 6 days. So how much days will Pintu take? Very simple, he will take 12 days. Okay, therefore Nishu takes x days is equal to 6 days. Okay, and Pintu takes x plus 6 is equal to 6 plus 6 equals to 12 days. Okay, very simple. Then coming to sum number 9. Sum number 9 says that if 460 is divided by a natural number, the quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor and the remainder is 1. Find the quotient and the divisor. So before we start the sum, one thing should be very much clear to you, that when we write this, suppose I divide 12 with 7. Okay, what is the quotient? Quotient is 1. 7 ones are 7. What is the remainder? 5. Okay, this is called as dividend, this is called as divisor, this is called as quotient, and this is called as remainder. Okay, now very simple. If I want the dividend, dividend is divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us see. Dividend is 12. Let us solve this. Divisor is 7, quotient is 1, plus remainder is 5. Are we getting 7 ones are 7 plus 5? Yes, we are getting 12. Okay, so remember this. Okay, on the basis of this we will be doing sum number 9. Okay, so I'll take let the divisor be x. Okay, then the quotient, see what is given is quotient is 6 more 6 more then 5 times the divisor. Okay, it is 5 times the divisor, so it is 5x plus 6. Okay, now we know that remainder is 1. Okay, so dividend 460 is divided, so I'll write this first. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So 460, according to given condition, 460 is equal to divisor. What is the divisor? Divisor is, we have taken it as x, and quotient is 5x plus 6 plus, what is the remainder? Remainder is 1. Correct. So very easy. Once you frame this, rest all is algebra. You have to just solve. 5x square plus 6x plus 1. Okay, so 5x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 460. I'll bring this here, and what remains is 0. So 5x square plus 6x, this will become minus 459 equals to 0. Okay, now let us see what is the product of this. 459 and 5, 459 and 5, 5 nines are 45, 5 5 are 25 plus 4 29, 5 4 are 20 plus 2, it is 2295. Okay, so I want the factors of 2295 such that I get the sum as 6. Okay, so let us solve 2295. I cannot take 2. Can I take 3? 13 plus 1. Yes, I can take 3. 3 sevens are 21, 3 6 are 18, 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, and again 3 5s is 15. Again I can take 3, 3 8s are 24, 1 remains, 3 5s are 25. I cannot take 3 now, I have to take 5. 5 17s are 17 1s are. So arrange in such manner that I get the product as 2295 and the sum as 6. So I'll take first this, say 5 3s are 15, and I'll take this 17 3s are 51 3s are, it will be 15 and 153. 51 3s is 153. Not possible, we are not getting 6. So 5 3s are 15 3s are, I'll take this one group. 5 3s are 15 3s are 45, and 17 3s are is 51. Yes, we are getting 51 and 45 comes to 6. So 5x square plus 51x minus 45x minus 459 equals to 0. Okay, what is common here? X is common. What remains is 5x plus 51. Correct? And here what is common? I can take 9 common, so what remains is 5x plus 51 equals to 0. So 5x plus 51 common, what remains is x minus 9. So here x is equal to minus 51 by 5 or x is equal to 9. Okay, as they have given x is a natural number, so this is unacceptable because this is negative. X is equal to minus 51 by 5 is unacceptable. Okay, therefore the value of x is equal to 9. But what they have asked is find the quotient and the divisor. Divisor we have found. Okay, we have to find the quotient. Therefore quotient equals to 5x plus 6. It is 5 into 9 plus 6, which is 45 plus 6, and 45 plus 6 is 51. Okay, this is the quotient, this is the divisor. Okay, then coming to sum number 10, we have in the given trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to CD, I beg your pardon, this is D, AB is parallel to CD, area is 33 centimeters square. Okay, find the length of its four side from the information given. Okay, and fill in the boxes to get the solution. Now instead of filling the boxes, I will show you the whole explanation of this sum. Okay, you know area of trapezium is, AB is parallel to CD. Okay, so area of trapezium, you know, they have already mentioned and you have learnt it. Area of trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel sides AB plus CD into height. Okay, half into sum of parallel sides into height. Okay, now so I'll write this as 33 equals to half into AB plus CD. AB they have taken as x, and this they have given 2x plus 1 into AM they have given x minus 4. Okay, now 2 will go here, it will become 66, 33 2s are 66. Now this will become x plus 2x, I can write 3x plus 1, correct, into x minus 4. Okay, now let us see, this will become 3x square minus 3x into 4 is 12x plus 1x and minus 1 4 is 4. Okay, and I'll bring 66 here, so it will become minus 66. Okay, 0 is here, so I'll write this 3x square minus 12x plus x is how much? It is minus 11x minus 4 minus 66 is minus 70 equals to 0. Okay, so this they have asked. Now they have asked further, how will I write the factors of what is 70 into 3? It is 210. I want the factors of 210 such that I should get it 11. Okay, so it is very easy. Okay, I think so 21 tens are I'm getting 3x square minus 21x plus 10x minus 70 equals to 0. Okay, so 3x common, x minus 7 remains, plus 10 common, x minus 7 remains equals to 0. Okay, now x minus 7, 3x plus 10 equals to 0. Okay, so x minus 7 equals to 0 or 3x plus 10 equals to 0. So x is equal to 7 or x is equal to minus 10 by 3. Okay, x cannot be negative. Okay, so what is the possible value of x? Possible value of x is 7. So I'll just find now what are all the four sides. I think so this AB is equal to x is equal to 7, correct? Now let us come to BC. BC is x minus 2, so it is 7 minus 2 equals to 5. Therefore AD is also 5. 1 we got, 2 we got, 3 we got, and the fourth one is CD. CD is what? 2x plus 1. So we'll substitute. X is how much? 7 plus 1. So it is 14 plus 1. It is CD is 15. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Correct? So this is how we'll do our 10th one, and with this we come to the end of practice set 2.6. Okay, so keep practicing children, and whatever doubts you have you can ask in the comment section below.